Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I am Megan.
I'm Josh.
Thank you so much for stopping by today. We are taking a couple minutes today to answer some questions you all have asked us. I put up a poll on Instagram and shared it over on our Facebook page. Both of those things are linked always down in the info box below in case you want to take a look and follow along. So we have a bunch of questions from you all and we're going to go ahead and answer them. The first one is from Whole Picture Home. She asks, do you and your husband like the same meal foods or do you eat differently?
Yeah. I'm mostly meatitarian. Specific types of meat like beef, chicken, pork. That's basically it.
Yeah. Not many vegetables.
No, I'm okay with certain vegetables. The more, I think, less popular ones, I like Brussels sprouts and I like cabbage.
Brassicas, except kale.
I like asparagus.
He hates kale a lot.
Kale's not for human consumption. I'm sure of that.
I love vegetables. I love them. There are very few vegetables that I won't eat. I can't think off the top of my head. Okay, soybean. I won't eat soy, but that is more a health conscious choice than a dislike. I used to eat tofu all the time. I love lots of vegetables and a little protein added in. So yeah, we eat really differently. He's really, really good about eating what's served at least a little bit to be a good example for the kids. And then when the kids go to bed, he eats some chips and salsa.
Yeah, that's generally how it happens, yeah.
Lindsay at Bites of Memory asks, what is your favorite game? Do you have any food combos, weird food combos that you love? What games do we like?
What games do we like? Well, I like a lot of games.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk board games.
Board games.
Video games.
Okay. The games that I've played with you are probably, Pandemic.
We like Pandemic.
I mean, there's other games that I like to play, but I have not played them with you.
Mm. Sushi Go is fun.
Sushi Go's good. It's a card game.
Mm-hmm. We like to play Clue with the kids. The kids really love Clue, and we all have a lot of fun playing it. Every once in a while we break out Yahtzee. I'm
terrible at Clue, though, because I get antsy and I take guesses way too soon.
Yeah.
I'm usually right on 2 out of the 3 things, too, so... But she usually goads me into, goads, not goats. Goads me into...
Sheep.
Goads me into going in early because she makes it seem like she knows something. So I'm like, oh,
I get excited when I figure out like one aspect for certain, and then he's like, oh, she knows the whole thing. I better guess so I can win. He's super competitive. Weird food combos. Do you have any weird food combos that you love? Hot sauce on everything. Does
I
that
put
count?
hot sauce on most things.
And ketchup.
And I put ketchup on most things.
Yeah.
Weird. How about hot sauce with the salad supreme mixed in?
Yeah, the little like shaker bottle of is McCormick's.
Yeah.
Salad supreme to like you're supposed to put it on like pasta salads and stuff. Ben, the best man in our wedding, taught like when they were in high school. Mm-hmm. Showed him to put a bunch of that in a bowl and just mix it with Frank's Red Hot hot sauce. And dip chips in it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it smells like straight up bile.
It smells like bile, but it tastes delicious.
Bile. As far as me, weird food combos?
Vegetables. Vegetables make everything a weird food combo.
Anything I put mushrooms on, he's like, that's disgusting. I really like to put mayonnaise on everything. I taught him about putting mayonnaise on hot dogs.
Yeah.
Because I was never really a mustard fan, so I would put like mayonnaise on my hot dog bun and then put the hot dog in there and put a little ketchup on it. It's so good. And he's like, mayonnaise on hot dogs? And then our kids saw me doing it, so then they're like, put mayonnaise on mine, Mommy. And I believe you've since tried it and you like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's better when you do it on a Sonoran.
Sonoran hot dogs are good.
Yeah.
Really good. Our friend Scott and Hope over on Facebook says, how are some ways you incorporate your angel baby into your lives? I know the name, but I simply can't think of it at the moment. Forgive my mommy brain. P.S. I crack up at your husband's facial expressions on the question and answer YouTube videos. It's always his face, y'all. It's always. This is
I'm
life
very
with him.
expressive in that I make my face do weird things.
Except when I'm upset or like talking to him about something serious, and then he's either like blank and I'm like, why aren't you feeling? Or he laughs inappropriately and I'm like, why are you laughing at me? Otherwise he's just a giant goofball.
Yeah, I laugh in inopportune times, usually when I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable.
Yep.
It's like,
It's true.
if I'm in pain or if I'm uncomfortable
It's
about
true.
a situation, I tend to laugh and it makes things worse.
Yep. So back to the actual question, how are some ways you incorporate your angel baby into your lives? Thank you so much for asking, Hope. His name is Asher Joel, and it's totally okay that you didn't remember his name. Let's see. Well, we have one good ultrasound picture of him, and that's hanging in kind of like a picture collage thing in our living room on the living room wall with candids of the other kids. We also have back behind us in the blueberry permaculture bed, we have a lilac that we planted that was kind of our memorial thing. And the kids, if you ever go to Target, like the dollar spot, and they have the different like little kind of garden ornaments, like gnomes and different things like that, the kids love every time we go in to look for more things to put by Asher's lilac, because they also then play with them. They just sit over there and play with them, and then things inevitably get cracked and broken. So as much as we kind of have what looks like a frat party going on over there with gnomes at his lilac at all times, we also kind of have to change things out regularly.
Stop being loud!
Because they get broken. So that's kind of an ongoing thing, and he's always kind of in our conversation. I think that's probably the biggest way that we incorporate him into our everyday lives is
Elliot,
yep. The one blanket that I purchased for him before we lost him, for his first birthday, turned it into a stuffed elephant. And if you see, like, in the opening of our videos, Elliot, even, like, before we changed openers, Elliot is always in our family pictures. He's just he's a placeholder that just kind of says, like, somebody's missing sort of thing. And our photographer has been amazing. Every time we've done family pictures, she always is like careful to point out to the kids, like, Elliot's ear's flopped over his face, flip Elliot's ear back. Like she actually pays attention. She's the mom of angel babies as well. So I know it's really neat to me that she pays attention to those things, and that matters to her too. But he's always kind of in conversation, you know, how I say, like, we have 6 kids. It's just kind of every day being his mom, whether he's here or not, you know, he's part of our family. Whether we get the honor of raising him, he's in our family. And that's why we say we have 6 kids. And sometimes people are like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5. Oh, one's missing. Yep, he lives in heaven, you know. Most of the time, nobody notices, nobody asks. It's, you know, sometimes it's an awkward situation, but you know what? I don't really care, because that's our life. And the kids talk about him often. To us, it's a very normal, comfortable thing. I know to other people, when they notice it, it tends to make them uncomfortable. Like, hey, they're talking about a dead child. It's just our normal, everyday life. Calm Chaos asks, what are your love language types? I love my wind chimes, and they're only able to be heard at the most inopportune times.
Wind?
I am definitely expressive. I'm an acts of service. I love to do things for people. Cook for them, help them, care for them, any way possible. Maybe if the microphone's closer, you won't hear as much of the wind chimes.
Ching-a-ling-a-ling, ching-a-ling, ching-a-ling-a-ling.
I actually used to be, as far as like receptive language for love language, I used to very much be physical touch. When we first got together, I could not like hug and hold hands enough. And then having kids, getting touched out is real. And sometimes, as much as I love him, being touched is cringeworthy.
I'm not
him.
super touchy either, so it's all right.
I would say now it's probably more quality time. Just kind of like being together. Even if we're just like in the same room. That makes me feel loved. The fact that he cares to be in the same room with me. That definitely is my receptive language now. And it's funny to me that it changed, because I was always kind of under the impression that it was kind of your personality, and I didn't really realize that could change. But having kids definitely changed me from a physical touch to a quality time. And his is giving gifts.
Yeah.
He loves to give gifts. Like, that is how, and it's funny because I am definitely more of a, like,
Doesn't care about gifts.
don't waste your money. Just hold my hand and spend time with me. And he's like, but I love you and I bought you this. And I'm like, thanks.
Most of my gifts these days are in the form of high caloric foods
And plants.
and plants.
I love getting plants as gifts.
Not flowers.
Plants. Flowers
Useful
will
things.
die. How would you say your receptive love language is?
My receptive love language.
Is that also gifts? Which is terrible because I don't buy gifts. Like, I do
Yeah.
stuff for people, and to him, he's like, thanks, honey.
I think mine's probably gift receiving.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I think and it's quality time is probably up there.
I feel like that's kind of become a thing for
Yeah.
us over the years because of how much has been demanded of us, that it definitely means a lot more to us to be together. Second question from Calm Chaos is, what are your Myers-Briggs types? I am an INFP.
And I am an ISFP.
Similar, but not. And his is called like the adventurer, and mine is called the healer.
Which
Basically, he doesn't like to plan, and I like to take care of people.
Yeah. So that's
about
a
it.
major difference.
And we're both introverts.
We're both introverts. I do better than she does. I would say I'm probably more of a extroverted introvert.
Yes, that's for sure. I'm definitely a true introvert, and he,
Like, I occasionally want to go
yeah,
see people and be near people,
yeah,
but it quickly drains me. So when I'm around people, I tend to
people think he's an extrovert,
converse and try to be
Yeah.
like the center of attention.
and then he needs to come home and,
And
like
then
hide in his office
Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah,
breathe.
I quickly feel like I have to fill the quiet with my voice, which I know I'm doing, and I can't stop it from happening. But I do it in a nice way, so it's can't be too bad, right?
Maybe.
It's one of your bees.
It is one of my bees. Hi, bee. Hello.
I don't know where he's trying to go. There's nothing over here for him.
Her. Yep, it's a girl. oh, I gotta take a picture of this. She's on the mic. Oh,
she
go
just
back.
went in
Go
front
back
of-
to the mic. Oh,
She went in front of
left.
the camera. They saw her.
She says hi. And that is it for today, which is good because we're trying to keep it short for this Veda challenge. Thank you all so much for the questions you had. If any of you have more questions for us, always put them in the comments below. We are happy to answer them. I know not all comments show up right away because of YouTube regulations. I have to go in and manually approve them. And the app that you have to use as a YouTube creator is really glitchy. So a lot of times I will not see them right away, or it will say I approve them and then I go back and have to approve them again. So there's nothing personal. If you have left a comment and it disappears or it doesn't show up at all, I promise it is not intentional. Thank you all for your questions and for hanging out with us today. If you like this video, as always, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to hang out for more, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.